Welcome to Catholic Breakfast. This week we're going to be talking about Stranger Things. So Stranger Things. Father, why do you love it so much?
I do love it. I know you love it too, Andrew. And it's not just for the 80s nostalgia, although we do like that. I see something really cool in Winona Ryder's character, Joyce Byers. Everyone thinks she's crazy, right? For good reason. She's lost her son. They think her son drowned, remember? But she has these like weird things happening around her. The lights, kind of these paranormal things happening. And everyone thinks she's crazy. But what she's trying to do is come up with a rational, logical way to explain these things. Here's why I like that, because I find so often Christians in this culture can find themselves a lot like her.
Right.
Here's what I mean. So we tend to live in a world where people can be kind of scientistic. By that I mean the only thing that's real is just what's material or materially verifiable. And so, gosh, Joyce, we know that you wish your son was alive, but he's dead. You just got to deal with it. But Joyce is like a good, clear thinker. She's like, I know I wish he was alive. I'm sure I have all these emotional problems. But how do you explain X, Y, and Z?
Right.
And so that's very much how I think Christians are. Look, we know that it seems like the psychological desire for God, the psychological desire to be loved, etc., to live forever, all that, are strong. And yeah, sure, maybe some of us are emotionally imbalanced, right? But how do you explain certain phenomenon, and then how do you have a coherent, yes, even scientific worldview to make sense out of it all? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that Joyce Byers is vindicated because her son is really alive. He's not dead.
Right.
And part of the drama of the story, she starts to convince other people that there is a series of facts and data that have to be taken into account.
Right. And but beyond even the characters, we also have the upside down and like that darker side of Stranger Things. It's like the strange part, right?
Right.
So what's your take on that?
Well, I like how, as a viewer, I feel like I'm like those kind of preteen kids, right? So unlike what happens with adults, real evil in the world are politics or human criminals. And that's certainly an issue in the movie, right? There are very bad human beings in the movie. The guys running that facility.
Scientists and
stuff
like that.
Like kidnapping kids and doing these crazy crimes. So, yes, human evil is very bad. But here's what I like about what those kind of preteens signify with their love for Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. They're still open, at least in principle, to another level of causality of evil, if I can say it that way. So like demigorgons. So they discover that Will is in the upside down realm, which is this weird spiritual dimension which can create all kinds of mischief, They don't understand how the two interact or how the portals work and all that sort of science fiction stuff. But at least they're open to those multiple levels of evil. It makes me think of people like John Paul II, who would say, and it's a very Catholic notion, there's human causing of evil, and there's also this different dimension of evil. We call it the properly spiritual evil, right? The level of angels and demons, etc., which also has to be taken into account. And part of the drama and the mystery of the story is these preteens are sort of battling both dimensions of evil, which I think is a very legitimate way of looking at the real world.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're both really excited for the next season coming out in October, right? The next season of Stranger Things. So what's your take on Stranger Things? You as big a fan as we are? Let us know, and thank you for checking out Catholic Breakfast.